At what point does Khayree approach you about signing to Young Black Brotha?
After he had already did his thing with Maul. And I think Maul had signed the deal with Relativity. And Khayree had signed a label deal with Atlantic. So he had signed Ray Love, Young Lay, and the word was out like, he looking for another artist. And really it was Sleep Dank. Because at the time, I'm going to keep it 100. At the time, I really didn't want to fuck with Khayree. You know what I'm saying? It was more like, and to keep it 100, it was like, it wasn't nothing really about Khayree because I really didn't know him. I just knew what I had heard. You feel me? So what I had heard was, he, and now looking back, I could understand because as far as like, if I sign you, I ain't signed your crew.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So far as a crew, and when he dealt with Maul, being part of Maul crew, it was like, man, this nigga want Maul to come to the studio. Don't he know, nigga, Maul part of the 5-3-5. Nigga, we supposed to be there and all this shit, but you ain't understanding as far as the business. He only need him. His money is invested in him. You feel me? And at that point, I wasn't ready to understand that yet. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, nah, this nigga try to pull the rapper away from the crew. He trying to pull Dre away from the rump. He trying to pull Maul away from the sets. Nigga, fuck that, right? But he had that bag, though. You feel me? So it was like, wait a minute, what? Who got what? The signing bonus, advance. Hold on, man, let's talk some business. You feel me? And even in dealing with him, it wasn't like that because, with me and Khayree, Khayree understood. I'm for my niggas, man. I don't know what's been going on over here, but for this song, I need this many Crest niggas over here in the background and all of that shit. And at one point, I remember Khayree gave me his 4Runner truck. I came back with that truck loaded up with Crest niggas, dropped them off, went back to the Crest, got another load, came back. Yeah, now we got the studio lit. When we made Off the Heezy and shit, that's why you hear all the niggas, the YBB Bomb, with the other Cuddies rapping and shit. And, at first, Khayree wasn't really with that. Like, man, these niggas don't rap. Man, these my niggas, man. You feel me? And he, he let me do my thing. So, shout out to Khayree for that. You know what I'm saying? But at first, I was like, I had a preconception of how Khayree was, but getting to know him and really fucking with him, we evolved together. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why, like, making music with Khayree, the first batch of songs was like his beats, and then I'm forcing raps to him. Like, I got raps that wrote and whoop, you feel me? Then after a while, when we blended together and began to mesh and get to, that's when the real magic started happening.
So just to clarify, when we had Sleep Dank on here, he mentioned that he had to like help convince you to sign.
He did. Because like I said, I didn't want to, I was like really what it was Sleep was the buffer. So just to make sure my niggas knew within this 5-3-5 crew, nah, nigga, I don't talk to a nigga where it's like, I'm talking to you, and they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you talk to Sleep, Sleep can come back and tell me and tell the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever Sleep tell me, he could tell them. We ain't got no secrets. You know what I mean? So the beginning, initial negotiations and all of that, like, was Sleep and Khayree, and Sleep would tell me, even when I signed, Khayree broke Sleep off some bread for the
finder's fee type thing.
The amount of talking that he had to do through Sleep to talk to me. You feel me? So, yeah.
So Young Black Brotha is like, they doing professional business in terms of running the label. They had the Atlantic deal.
Yeah.
He had a hell of a roster, man. Yeah, Mac Dre,
a lot of,
Young Lay.
See, that was all at different times. Mm-hmm. Khayree, at that point, was Young Black Brotha. Now, Khayree dealt with the Mac. That was strictly business.
Right.
You feel me? It was different companies,
Mm-hmm.
but more of the same people. Even like Rick Nelson was a big part, and Renard was a big part of Strictly Business. Rick Nelson put out Sleep first album.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like and like I say, it was still family. Rick Nelson was, you know, a well-known nigga straight from right around our area, you know, over in Loafers, but we still knew Rick Nelson from the Crest, you know, in the Crest, with the Mac and all of that shit, Leonard Street, you feel me? So it was, shout out to Rick Nelson, player, you feel me? It was a respect thing. Them niggas was big money, man.
Mm-hmm. So you basically, now you got yourself a career.
Yeah, at that point,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
And the single from that album is My Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Had a video. You're on like a desert island with a bunch of bras in jungle bikinis. And
Khayree came up with that, right? Khayree came up with that. If it had been me, man, we'd have been right in the Crest.
Yeah.
You know, so Khayree had a bigger dream for that song. So Khayree went through getting, you know, the okay from the city. We filmed that in Marine World.
Really?
Yeah, Marine World was shut down.
Those jungle scenes are in Marine World.
In Marine World. Marine World let us in Marine World into the motherfucking Marine World shit. That's why they brought the Tiger and all the shit. And Khayree had hooked up with a dude that was the whole yacht scene.
Right.
That was a dude that was the only black yacht owner down in that Mare Island Strait area. So it was, you know, that even being on that yacht was big.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Khayree pulled a lot of strings for that video.
Well, it was a big deal to have a video back then, right?
Hell yeah.
It's not like
especially
now you just show up with a camera, and back then it was a whole production.
Yeah, it was more.
And that is coming out through Khayree's deal with Atlantic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what was it like working with going through a major label? Did they help push the album? Did the video get in rotation?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know. Because to be honest, you know, that deal was over as of December 31st that year. And my album came out October 29th, 1996. And the deal was over December 31st for whatever, you know, was going on between Khayree and Atlantic. I don't know. You know, it was, once I got word, it was like, what? You know, so, you know, my whole career shit took a different turn.
Mm.
It was like, really, with me, it was like back to the block.
Mm.
You know, but it was like, I had got that first taste of being a rapper. So it was like, oh, no, you got me fucked up. This shit ain't over, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but the far as, I don't, you know, I couldn't really tell you, you know, what it was like where I could say, I remember this from dealing with a major label and this from dealing with the Cuddies on some independent shit. You know what I mean? It was, I couldn't tell you no difference. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck Atlantic, I mean, I know far as the advanced part, you know, and what they blessed Khayree with, which Khayree was able to bless a nigga with far as the type of studio, the upgrade from the studios we had been used to rapping in to the shit that Khayree had built in a house and a whole nother house where, you know, this house, upstairs in this house is, you know, the business office and shit, and downstairs in this house, far as like up under the shit, it was the studio and shit, then it was another house where these niggas is the promotion and all of this shit, which was family orientated, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, far as that part, but far as like Atlantic got us over here and fucking with, I mean, you notice my features was always my partners. I was trying to put my niggas on. It wasn't like no, from dealing with Atlantic was hooking me up with features with this artist and that artist and none of that shit. So I couldn't really tell you.
I see. Well, the album is self-titled, right? It's Dubee, a.k.a. Sugawolf. How'd you get the name Sugawolf?
Compton. And that's crazy because all his partners from Compton, his nickname in Compton was Pig, right? When he moved out here with us, you the nigga from Compton, and that's how the Crest named you. If you get a name that stick, it might be a joke, but you come from Compton, your name Compton. So with us naming him Compton, really it was a joke. We was sigging, playing the dozens and shit, and I was hitting him with all these Crip jokes and shit, and then he was like, "Oh, this nigga BG Sugawolf," and I took it and ran with it. We had, the first time I started the Sugawolf shit, I was still playing for City. I remember it was our third game. We was playing Monterey. I rushed for like 150 yards by halftime. Coach took me out the game. So Coach was like, Norton, you can wear your street clothes back out because you ain't going back in. And I'm at the goddamn game perm and shit. So my street clothes, I got this furry Kango in here, right? So I come out, I got my jersey on, furry Kango, I done comb my hair and shit. I come out the bras at the Monterey College, I got my number on, so that was me, right? So when they like, what's your name? Yeah, my name Big Daddy Sugawolf, right? I'm popping that shit, right? So when I get home, I'm like, yeah, nigga, you thought that was a joke. Nigga, I told a bitch, this bitches out there know me, nigga, Big Daddy Sugawolf. So it was really a joke being funny. And when it came time to name the album and shit, Khayree was like, what's gonna be your rap now? It's Dubee. He just, that's it? I just, so, a.k.a. Sugawolf. Being funny, like, nigga, I'm gonna show you what I made out this name that's a joke. And it stuck.
It's a pretty hard name.
Thank you. You feel me? Good luck.
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.